Right, the best cam build, 5'4", £99, pretty simple, the same as previous FIFAs, and it is kind of a shame. I wish it was more interesting than this, but it just isn't. Obviously you can go 5'3", you can go 5'6", I'd keep that weight below the £120, because you can see it goes up, but the stats change, so yeah, you want to be down here. But yeah, it being 5'4", £99, you're going to be quick, agile, and just to be honest, guys, unfortunately, it's still the way to play. Go across to your build. You want to set yourself up as a centre forward. Now, EA did just recently patch this so that the ratings were not any different, which is a bit of a shame. You used to playing centre forward instead of striker, and you get a slightly higher match rating. Now, a lot of you will be saying, why aren't you playing in the actual cam position? Well, simply put, if you play in cam, your stats are just way worse. The finishing's terrible. Yes, your passing increases a little bit, but once you see the traits that we use, you're kind of probably going to realise that, 92 passing is not going to be too different from, say, 88 passing. I mean, short passing in the forward centre setup is 93, and short passing in this setup is 93. So, yeah. To be honest, guys, it's not just my opinion. I played with a lot of good players. Rodinho, Billy Season. These guys are saying the same thing. Just play as a centre forward, really. I mean, left forward and right forward doesn't matter either, of course. But don't go as a striker, because nah. Before we get into the traits, I want to say, look, it stinks. I wish you could be 6 foot. I wish you could play a different weight. I wish you could have different... You just can't. The game remains linear. Small and agile and fast is just the way to go. Before we look at these traits, a quick shout out to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. The link is at the top of the description. If you guys want to follow football around the world, 100 different leagues, download OneFootball. It's totally free. The link's in the description, or you can get it on the App Store, Android or iOS, and I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't let them sponsor the video if I didn't use it myself. You guys know this, so thank you to OneFootball for helping us out. Download it before the international break ends so that when you get back to football, you can see how good it really is. Select the favourite teams that you like, follow them, live updates, goals, videos, everything comes to that app. It's brilliant. Like I said, it's free, so give it a go. Traits-wise, it's weird, this FIFA, guys. They've added in new traits, okay? We know this now. They've added in a few more traits, but they've kept the skill points system the same, so you're going to miss out on most of the new traits, but that's FIFA. So nothing in physical and defending. Pretty much maximise your dribbling. Now, I am using Rodinho's build here. We're going to be seeing some clips of Rodinho play very shortly. He doesn't go with the balanced speciality. You can put that on if you want it. He prefers to have the dribbling maxed out as high as possible. Passing-wise, likes the swerve pass traits. Not something I use myself. It's not something I've tried myself. But in this setup, you get the swerve pass trait. You also get long passing focus. And it brings up those stats a little bit if you're playing in that centre forward role. Like we said, your short passing is mint, but the long passing not so great. The way we kind of play though, you don't do too much long passing. Shooting wise, this is just for the weak foot, so you want these two. They do cost a lot of skill points, but you want a 5-star weak foot in pretty much every position on the pitch, especially attacking wise. And then pace, this is how he moves, this is how he goes. I mean, you can obviously choose either one of these. He chooses the sprint speed, you might choose the acceleration. It really doesn't matter. Personally, I'd probably go with the acceleration, but it's Rodinho's build. It's his, but he's the cam. He's the cam. Now let's get into clips, and I know, guys, this build is stinky. You can smell the G Fuel through the video, through the YouTube video, but it works. Please like the vid. Let's get into some clips. A thumbs up helps, and send this to your cam if he absolutely reeks at the game, because it will help. If we don't score this, we need to retire from the sticks. Woo! The show goes on,
God.
baby!
You've scored that goal, Harry. You scored that goal.
Okay, so like if you're looking for the most in-depth tips, we've got that in videos. They're popping up in the right-hand side now. But obviously, you've now got the build set up. You want to know how to play cam specifically. I'll try and give you guys a few tips that Rodinho uses. He's red in these games. He's incredible at penalties, as you can see. But then in the later clips, he's purple, which is more traditionally the cam's colour. When you're playing in cam, you're basically in the system that we use to attack, playing really as a third striker. It's kind of a rotating 3, a modern-day attack. If you I hate myself. Basically, you just want to rotate in attack with the other 2 strikers. So if I pull out of the right striker position, Harry will pull in. As you can see here, he's taken over in the right striker role and finished really well. Now, this build is going to have better finishing than passing. That's kind of a given with the setup that we use, but you're going to be doing a lot of shooting, and it's really important to obviously have good stats in it. Playing in cam, though, is obviously about weighting the passes right, getting a lot of assists, getting a lot of goals. We don't tend to defend With our cam, we obviously use the Any, and then with the cam who will drop back occasionally, but we want him to kind of sit up, and the Any will be in right striker, I'll be in left striker, and Rodinho is in cam. I keep saying the Any. Billy's probably raging, punching his monitor right now. Billy obviously plays an Any for us, and that's a lovely ball through to Billy now. You're going to get a lot of assists of assists. I know that sounds like a bit of a weird phrase, but you're going to be setting both the strikers in on goal, and then they're probably going to look to sweat if you're playing in this setup that we do. We play a 5-2-1-2 formation. We've got, you know, detailed custom tactics videos and formations for you guys on the channel. If you're not already subscribed, I don't know, if you like clubs. If you don't like clubs, don't subscribe. How about that? If you like pro clubs, you're listening now, you're looking to improve. We're live streaming all the time. We're uploading clubs all the time. We're giving you tips for you guys. You know, we're trying to go 100-0 this FIFA again. We went 147-0 last FIFA, all on a live stream. I'd probably hit that red button and sub if you're not already. So, I mean, it's pretty basic. We play in a diamond when we attack, and it always gives us that option. Our CDM wins the ball here, nice and high up the pitch. Billy plays it into Harry. He's going to have an easy option to sweat it to me, or just use that overpowered finishing. I've spoke about this in other build videos. The finishing on this FIFA, it's pretty overpowered. You can shoot from anywhere, and I mean, what a ball that is. And obviously, you're going to see Billy just sweat it to me in an easy goal. Like I said, assist to the assist. The passing's good enough in this setup. You're watching a lot of good long passes. I've not really seen, you know, a type where we've tried played cam. I've not seen it like the passes be drastically different, where he's hitting 70-yard pingers across the whole pitch. That's why we tend to rock the centre forward, and like I said in the intro, up until about a week ago, you actually had a higher rating in centre forward. For some reason, they decided to change that. A little bit disappointing, but hey, that's EA Sports. Nothing too surprising. Again, just wait for the strikers to make the run, and then it's an easy sweat through from Billy to me. And yeah, it is kind of about holding the ball in cam. It probably is one of the positions where you don't want to lose the ball as much. So like if I'm in left striker, I can afford to lose the ball a lot more than say cam. Can be dangerous if you're playing against a good team. If you lose the ball in a cam position, it's a lot more obviously likely that you're going to end up having a chance conceded against you. But obviously not too detrimental. It's not like centre mid where you just pretty much can't lose the ball in dangerous areas, or you are going to cost your team. I hope you guys have got a lot out of this cam build video. Comment down below if you've got any other questions for me. Let me know what build you're using. I admire the ones of you who use the 6'1", 6'2" builds. You mix it up. I think it's silly because it's worse. But fair enough, you're trying to make a little bit more fun out of the game. Like, I would do that as well. This is simply just what is the most effective cam build. And this is, to be fair, in our opinion, it. I think it really is. Send this out to your mates if you think they need it. Drop a like if you have enjoyed. And we'll be live streaming most of this week as well. So ring that notification bell so you get the mobile notification for when we go live. We're trying to get that 100-0 on this console before the next consoles drop, FIFA 21, I think at the start of December. So all your support is appreciated. We've got a lot of people tuning in. Actually, that sub count is stuck on the top of the screen. But we have hit 160k now, which is class. So appreciate that. See you guys tonight on stream. Rodinho's link is in the description if you want to follow him on Twitter. It's amazing. It's great. Best Twitter account in the world.
Bye.